So good morning and welcome down to quite a wet Dean Golf Club. This is the first comp back after Open qualifiers. This is kind of getting ready for next year now. This is it, straight back into it. I'm going to slightly change the format of these videos as well. I'm going to do a weekly roundup of everything that I've done. So you won't get a video every time I've played, it'll be a weekly roundup. I'll condense it down. It might be a longer episode, but hopefully you guys enjoy it, and let me know if you do. Comment below. Enjoy. This is going to be, this now is, what day we're on? Thursday the 5th, so Thursday the 7th of July. So this video will be posted the week after this. So I've got this, and then I don't think I've got any other competitions, but lots of practice lined up, lots of preparation, lots of things to improve on. Stay tuned, and let's go and rip this place up. By the way, I've not played here for about 15 years, even though it's dead close to my house. See how we get on. Right guys, the round is done at Dean. Sorry I didn't get loads of footage. It was very, very wet and difficult to film. Okay, so let me tell you how I'm going to start going through these stats and data. I'm going to start giving myself a grading. And every time I play, I want to improve my grading. And in this vlog, in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to improve on such parts of my game. Because my game is pretty much at rock bottom at the moment. I'm very uncomfortable with it. I'm not finding any good performance. I'm not being able to hit it as good as I need to. So today I shot a 5 over on a really easy golf course. Really easy. If a good open, final open qualifier contendant played that today, they would have shot 6, 7, maybe even 8 under. That's how far off the pace I am. So let me show you some stats and some data. So I've started putting into Game Golf. If you ever want to follow me on Game Golf, my name on here is Rick Shiels PGA, I think it is. I was honestly tempted today to actually delete everything and start again. So I shot 5 over, score of 73 because it was only 68. My fairways hitting was awful today, 54%. My greens weren't much better, my putts weren't much better, my scrambling wasn't much better. And all day long, I was fighting with a hook. All day long, I was fighting with shots that was going to the left. As much as I tried to make the ball fade, the one time I did really try and fade, it was on the 17th tee. Tried to really fade it because the hole kind of suited that shape. Massive block straight out of bounds into someone's garden. Just not comfortable with where I'm hitting the ball at the moment. So not a good round of golf, but it's a round of golf under the belt, ready to start working from. That's what I took today as. The weather conditions were tough, it was windy, but the golf course was super easy. There's no real excuses, and I honestly promise you, 2 under 1. 2 under 1 the PGA event today. Ryan O'Neill and I can't think who else. Ryan O'Neill shot 2 under after having quite a bad start actually. One of the things that I did figure out today, my distance control was shocking. So let's go through my game point by point. Overall, not just this round, as an overall plan, and let's talk about what I feel I need to improve on to get this game up to speed. Let's start off. Let's go for it. So let's talk about my game as a bit of a whole at the moment. We've got now 50 weeks till open qualifying. 50 weeks of practice, of training, of improving my game to get it to a level that I feel is suitable enough to take into, I'm not talking regional qualifying, I'm talking final qualifying. I'm talking to the stage to get me in the open. That's what we're aiming to do. And when I looked at the results, not just from regional qualifying, but final qualifying, wow, those guys were phenomenal. I think one guy shot 7 under at Glasgow Gales, one guy shot 7 under on the first round. I think he was 4 or 5 under the second round. That's the type of golf we need to be shooting. And at a golf course like Dean Golf Club today, they would have ripped it in half. They would have shot 7, 8, 9 under easily, because most of it is a driver and a flick with a wedge. Super easy golf course. So my game is a long way off at the moment, and I'm being more honest now than I ever have been. My game, the golf courses that I play around at a local regional level are 5, 6, 7 under golf courses if I am honestly looking to qualify for the Open. If that's what I honestly want to do, which it is, I really want to make this year huge and let's qualify for the Open. I need to be shooting 5, 6, 7 unders around these golf courses. Truth be told, that's what I need to be doing. So let me go through my game a little bit at the moment. And I'm going to give it a grading for what I feel like it's at the moment and where it needs to get to. Let's start off with driving. So driving, I would always say, was one of my strengths. If I'm dead honest with you, when I'm driving, I am really good at driving. I am a long hitter of the golf ball, but I think that needs to be substituted. I need accuracy. I need to hit fairways. When I hit fairways, I make par and birdies. That's as simple as it is. When I hit fairways, there's not many times I make bogeys or double bogeys from the fairway. That needs to be a huge priority at the moment. And let's say, just take today's example, I hit 54% of fairways. And a lot of those tee shots were even irons, 2 irons, which I'm mega comfortable with normally. Could not stop hitting it left. Today, for whatever reason. Well, I know the reasons, but I couldn't stop hitting it left. So if I was to give my driving a score at the moment, with that 54%, I should really give it a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 would be the grading, but I'm not. I'm going to give it less than that. I'm actually going to give it a 4 out of 10. Because it wasn't just the driving accuracy today, it was the distance was lacking. Everything was kind of just a little bit off today. And that's where we're going to start. 4 out of 10 for my driving capabilities. That's where it sits. I need to become more accurate. I'm going to work on my swing. I need a stock tee shot where I can hit one 250 yards down the fairway and find the middle of the fairway. That's a shot I need to learn and teach myself. I need to be able to hit fades. I need to control my draw. I need to become so much better with my driving. So that is on there. That's on the chart. Right, moving into my iron game. Now, my iron game, I'm going to call my iron game anywhere from 200 yards to 140. That's what I see my iron game as, 200 yards to 140 yards. And in hindsight, it's actually stronger. It's actually a stronger part of my game. I won't be able to get the full data and the stats off it, but I'm sure I will be if I dug into it a little bit deeper. I seem to be better when I'm hitting a full shot. Now, my big thing at the moment, my distance control is horrendous. Let's take the first hole today, for example. It was 142 yards, par 3 start. And 142 yards is slightly in between club for me. It's a pretty solid pitching wedge or a very soft 9. I went with 9, first shot of the day, and I honestly felt like I'd hit it half length, half distance through the shot. It travelled 158 yards through the back of the green. I mean, that is just like schoolboy error. Cannot be making those errors. I can't hit a shot 16 yards long with a 9 iron. It just doesn't make sense. So my distance control needs to become incredible. I mean incredible, and I'm going to do that many times through these vlogs this year. I want to be able to pick a number, not just on launch monitors, but in real life, and get within a yard or 2. I can't be 16 yards long or short. It just doesn't work. Because you'll never be that. If you've got your distance control correct, you'll never be 16 yards right and left. But anyway, so I feel like I'm striking my irons very well, but my distance control is horrendous. So I'm actually going to rate that as a 5 out of 10. Once I get my distance control tighter and tighter and tighter, that's when it's going to become really good. Moving into wedges now. So this is where I'm saying from 140 yards down, because my pitching wedge normally goes about 135 yards. And again, it's things I need to work on my pitching game to get better. I'm not good at pitching. I am not good at pitching whatsoever. The amount of times today I was only 100 yards away from the flag. I made 1 birdie today, and that was when I was 147 yards away from the flag. I made no birdies when I was less than 100 yards to the flag, and that is just mental. That is crazy. That is crazy. And that is a part of my game that I need to become so unbelievably good at. And again, a lot of this comes down to trajectory and distance control. I'll never be that far right and left on a wedge shot, but my distance control needs to be so on point it's untouchable. My short game needs to be untouchable. My wedge play needs to be incredible. Because a lot of these golf courses that I play are very short. It's a driver and a flick with a wedge. And if I can drive and find the fairway, and if I can flick it in there with a wedge from 140 yards inwards, it then just comes down to my putting. I need to be able to hit 18 greens on golf courses like this. Honestly, that's how, they're easy golf courses. So wedge play, I'm gonna rate at the moment. Oh God, how could I even rate my wedge play? I'm gonna rate it as bad as 4 at the moment. 4 out of 10 is my wedge play. It is just not good. My distance control is dreadful. My trajectory is dreadful. I'm lacking confidence in my pitch at the moment. So lots of work needed on my pitching. 4 out of 10 on my pitching. Then we're going to a little bit more short games. So chipping, so around the green, dreadful. Dreadful. And I'm putting it out there, it is dreadful at the moment. I am so unsure about chipping that if I can use a putter, I'll use a putter. I'm not confident in my chipping at all at the moment. Even if I'm just off the green, I'm not confident with it. Never mind being in a rough lie or a hazardous shot. Now that, to me, a lot of that needs to just be unbelievable amounts of practice. I need to become the greatest golfer to get up and down that's ever lived. I need to be able to chip it unbelievably well, because the odd occasions when as this plan goes on, and the odd occasion when I do miss the green, moving forward, I want to never not be able to get up and down. That is so crucial. It's untrue. The mistakes again I made today when I missed the green by either overjudging or underjudging distances, my scrambling was 38%. 38%. I mean, it's just dreadful. Dreadful. So I'm actually gonna rate my chipping and my chipping around the green as and this is granted, scrambling is chipping and putting, it is, but I need to be so close to on a chip that my putting is not even relevant. So I'm going to rate my chipping at the moment as a 3 out of 10, possibly one of the lowest scores we're going to see. 3 out of 10. Then we move into my putting. So putting, I'm going to break into 2 elements: the technical aspect and then the green reading. Technical aspect, after working with Lee Sullivan last year, became very good. I was feeling so much more confident about my putting. I'm seeing Lee next Thursday. I've just scheduled in a meeting with him, so a week today I'm seeing him, and we're going to go through a real structured plan of how to improve my putting. I want to start from scratch my putting. I want to get away from the claw grip. I put better conventionally gripped. I do. Statistically I put better, but I can't trust it when I'm playing. So we've got 50 weeks now. We've got to learn to trust it. I know if I can hold it more conventionally, either normal or cack-handed or hands close together, I will put better. The claw grip for me is just not giving me enough consistency or feel. I'm struggling with my distance control because of that. So putting is high on the agenda. It's hard to rate my stats at the moment. I was 1.78 putting per hole today, but it's unless I get my in fact, can I get that? 1 second. Let me just get something right. This will be interesting. So, okay, this is mega interesting. This is stroke save. Let me show you this stroke save. This is today. Okay, that's off the tee. That is never that bad for me. I was 2.58 off the tee. I mean, that is atrocious. Approach shots was under par. This is compared to a scratch golfer. That's how bad I was off the tee today. That's my approach. I was under par my approach. My short game was under par. My putting was over par. These all need to be under par. Every single one of them. Every single one. Otherwise just this doesn't work. They all have to be under par. So my putting at the moment isn't great. My green reading is at the I just cannot read green. So I did aim point ages ago, 5-6 years ago now, and I thought it was voodoo magic. It was that good, and I stopped doing it, and it's stupid mistakes. So I'm going to speak to Lee next Thursday. I'm going to get him to see what he recommends. I know some aim point guys that hopefully can help me out. I'll obviously bring you along with the journey as well. I just want to become the best putter that's ever walked the planet. And again, that comes down to technique, comes down to green reading, and then unbelievable amounts of practice. I want to set an indoor putting studio at my house. If anybody wants to help me out, please give me an email. If anybody watching from a putting green company and you want to fit a putting green into my garage, please send me an email. Thank you. Right, moving into exterior things now. So fitness. I'm going to go into fitness first, and I'm going to go into mental approach. I'm going to be frank. I'm going to be dead honest again. My fitness, my nutrition, my diet is shocking. My strength is shocking. Really terrible. I've had to go. I've had to go back with my tail between my legs to the fitness coach that I worked with at the start of last year and just grovel and apologise, and I hope he forgives me, and I hope he takes me on again. I hope. That is at the moment at a 2 out of 10. Well, I don't even know if I can give it a 2. It might even be a 1. 1 out of 10 for my fitness, my nutrition, my diet, my strength is rock bottom. I've never felt this bad about myself. You know, I've never felt this heavy or this overweight or this energized. That is an absolute key priority. Not only to be able to hit the ball further, but to actually be less fatigued when I practice. I want to be able to practice for longer. I want to be able to hit balls. I want to be fitter. I want to feel better. I want to feel livelier. That is so high on the agenda, it is untrue. Now I can do a lot of that my own, as in I can go tomorrow and I can start, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start getting fitter. I'm going to start bringing you along with the journey and showing you what I'm doing. But I also need professional advice, and hopefully I can get that. Fingers crossed, because I messed up last year in a big way. Mental approach. So last year I did a couple of sessions with a lady called Katie Page. Unbelievable, fantastic, amazing. Did some Skype conversations, 2 hours. I was going to put it into a video. I found it hard to condense a 2-hour video into something that could go on YouTube, so I never managed to fulfill that kind of video, which I was annoyed with. Katie's fantastic. Again, I've sent another grovelling email. Fingers crossed she will forgive me and take me under her wing and give me some mental approach. Because at the moment, I'm going to be honest with you again, it is rock bottom. It is terrible. It is terrible. Honestly, my whole kind of what's the word I'm looking for? My whole attitude. I'm motivated. I'm pumped, but I want to come out the blocks quick this year. 50 weeks we've got. I want to come out of the blocks faster than ever before, and I need to get my mental approach on point. Katie, please take me back under your wing, please. So, if I missed anything, I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it. So, I'm going to work on stats. I'm going to work on improving my stats as a process of improvement and see my scores improve. Quick one, also, right? Scoring average. I'm only going to use this one round. That's it. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. My scoring average overall of the full amounts of golf that I've ever done in game golf is 73.4. That's my average scoring over the last 20 rounds. 73.4. That is horrendous. That is horrendous. Comment below, what do you think my target... I'll tell you what, European Tour. So just give you a bit of an idea, as of this moment on the European Tour, Henrik Stenson has got the lowest stroke average at 69.79. And think the golf courses those guys play. Right. With the golf courses that I play, and I'm gonna set this at a really, low score. My stroke average needs to be 67. 67. I need to be 5 under. Compared that the par is 72, I need to be 5 under on average. And that seems, you might think that's crazy, that's stupid, that's ridiculous. Honestly, the golf courses that I play on these local events are much easier than the golf courses that the tour players play. Are much easier than Glasgow Gales, and much easier than Hillside, than Fairhaven off the back tees, and than all of these golf courses. So the courses that I'm playing, I need to factor that in. I need to be at least 67 stroke average by the time I hit open qualifying next year, starting from now. and today's not a good example. That was 5 over, even though it was a 73 because it was a par 68. So stroke average needs to get a lot better. It's dreadful at the moment. I'm 6 shots. If I go off my last 20 rounds, I'm 6 shots around off where I need to be, and I think that's fair. I don't think that. I think that's even. I think I'd even need to be lower than that. So, plan of attack. So, plan of attack. What do I need to work on? Well, the lowest factors in all of this was fitness, mental approach, putting, and driving, and a chipping, and it, and that, and that. Now, I need to work on it all, but I need to prioritise. Fitness is an ongoing improvement. I need to get fitter. I need to be able to get fitter so I can practice more. I'm going to start that immediately. Immediately. Not right this second, but very, like, tomorrow. I know you're saying, well, why not today? It's currently 7 PM in the evening, and I'm coaching here till 10. But tomorrow, that's when my fitness starts, tomorrow morning. Then I'm going to give myself... I'm going to do some work here in the academy on Sunday, which is 2 days from now. The reason being Saturday is, well, I might get time on Saturday, but it is a family day. My wife's heavily pregnant. We've got lots of things to do at the house. Sunday, I'm going to block out 2 hours out of my diary. I'm going to work hard on my golf swing. I need to fix that hook because it's very, very damaging at the moment. I need to start working on my distance control immediately, learning how far I'm hitting it, not just on GC2, but on flight scope and on real life. Lots to come. Stay tuned. We'll see you fitness tomorrow morning. I'll take you along for the ride. Right guys, so it is Sunday now, the 10th of July. I had the Friday, Saturday off, but I didn't stop working. So I went for 2 runs. Not big ones, not ones that I wanted to film on video because they were a bit terrible efforts, but it's a start. And that's what I needed. I just needed that little bit of a kickstart. Now it's a teaching day, a Sunday for me, so I've got lessons already been in this morning. I've done a little bit of filming, a little bit of editing, just getting things ready, giving away this bag, which is pretty cool. You might still be able to enter in that actually this week. Now I'm going to hit some balls. I'm going to get the GC2 up and running. And I just want to see what my swing path is looking like, because I know recently I feel like I've been drawing the ball heavily, so I just want to work on a couple of things with that. Then I've got a busy day filming with Me and My Golf and Pete Finch tomorrow, and I think they're going to do a swing analysis of me, which I'm kind of semi looking forward to. I'm going to hit some balls, see how my swing path looking, try and neutralise it out. I've got 2 playing lessons later on this afternoon, one with a young lad called Ferdy and also one with Paul Valley, so it's going to be a good day. I'm going to smack some balls, work on my swing path, and then go and play some golf. Okay, so I just hit some shots there on GC2. This is what I've been typically seeing. Just, granted, I've always drawn the ball, but I seem to be really drawing at the moment, which gives me an indication that I'm too inside. Let's have a look at some data. Wow. Okay, that rings alarm bells to me quite a lot. Even though it's a driver head, I wasn't hitting an iron, just an iron with dots on. 8.6 from the inside. Then my face has to be 6 left of path, and I'm just all over the show. They are terrible. That's really inside for an iron for me. And let's just see what that looked like across every shot, see if that was something similar. Yeah, 7.5 first shot, 7.9, 9.1 path inside. Right, I'm going to work on a couple of things just to get my path moving further to the left and across the ball. Now this is This is not long-term fix, this is just kind of temporary, just to give me the feeling. I think I've got a lot of work to do over these next 12 months or so to really neutralise this out, but let me just show you. Let me just show you what it's going to feel like to me. So inside is when the club gets back here. I'm going to feel, now this swing is a little bit shorter and goes more outside. Be really neutral with the club face. So effectively hitting fades, that's the feel I'm going to have. Let's see if I can change that swing path number. So a little bit shorter. I need to get that down to about 2 inside or 2 outside. I'm not really fussed as long as it's lower. So I'm going to go a little bit shorter and get the club moving further on the outside. That felt awesome. The shot felt awesome. The movement felt comfortable enough. That felt even better. .1 from the inside. 2 more to go, even more extreme. I'm not going to change my setup. That looked like a fade. Actually looked a little bit like a fade then. Oh. I went the other way, 7.5 from the in. Okay, so that movement for me feels alien, but nothing that I'm not kind of used to. I've done movements like that before. That last one felt like the most exaggerated, and without a monitor, if someone said to me, how did you hit that? I would have sworn it was 3 or 4 degrees from the outside. The fact it was still 4.8 from the in is worrying. We're going to monitor this number. I want to get this down to about 2, maybe 1 degree, either inside, and I wouldn't even mind outside. My face is quieter, my strike was more centred. Felt tons better. Just need to get that path moving less. I'm going to keep working hard on that this week. I'm going to see how that improves. By the way, just to show you that quickly, look at that last shot. It hardly moved in the air. So much more neutral. So much more neutral. That's what I need to aim for. That's what I need to aim for. So I'm going to try my new skills out on the golf course with young Ferdy, who 11th birthday is today, and his mum and dad have kindly bought him a lesson and a playing lesson. So we've just done the playing lesson, and we're out on the playing lesson at St Anne's Old Links. 11-year-old, and he's already showing me his skills out on the course there, because he's made a birdie already. Playing 28. It's not bad, is it? Not bad at all. 28 for not much longer. So we're going to show everyone a shot further. He's been working on things very similar to me. Swinging left. Swinging left. Give it a rip. Oh, great drive. I don't know if it's going to get longer. Oh, it is. That's an awesome drive.
Hitting it well at the moment. Lovely shot. There we go, great shot.
Oh, what a shot. Nailed it.
Oh.
Well done.
Get back.
Better, much better. Well out. Oh, right on the edge. Oh.
Hey! Good putt.
It's gonna work. Oh, what a shot! Look at that! Dad's over the moon with that. That's how you should play them all. That's the problem, you've not had your feet low enough.
Yeah, great putt.
Young Ferdy here for his par. Yes! What a par! From feet in the bunker, up and down of his life. It's a good job I hold my par putt, wasn't it? Yeah. What is your YouTube channel again? Because you've got a YouTube channel, haven't you?
Yeah, 3180 Golf.
And you're going to be uploading what, 3 videos a day, you said?
Yeah.
Videos coming soon.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Definitely.
I'll put a link to Ferdy's channel below. Just 2 cameras, sitting on a grandstand. 18th Royal Troon. So me and Pete are down here at Royal Troon today. We're having a lovely day at the practice day. Yeah. I just said too many days, that was all. I was trying to come up with a different word.
It's a good job Jason wasn't walking down.
I've got a 360 video coming up, so well, hopefully, yeah, coming up. This will be going before that. Sorry I've not been super active over the last couple of days. I've had a busy day filming with me and my golf. Did some great videos, worked on my golf swing, which was very much needed, but then completely ruined it by doing loads of driving, long drive challenges, which meant I went back into old habits. Then come up here today, travelled straight up. This is inspiration today. This is fueling inspiration.
It was this time last year that inspired us. Yeah.
It was, you know what? It was the 18th hole, St Andrews last year, when me and Pete went, you know what? We can shoot 82 in qualifying and injure our hand, and not play regional qualifying.
You know what? It's odd those were our exact words.
Just coming up on the hole here, we've got Graham McDowell, friend of the show, Shane Lowry. Hey Shane.
I think they might be doing some like shuttle runs on the.
In fact, I forgot Graham's been on the channel.
Yeah.
There's the 360 camera, Mr. Samuel Sung, capturing some footage. If you're still watching the 360, thank you. You've done well to get this far. Have a look now. Look how busy it is.
Suddenly got busy.
It changed quickly. Shane just over there. Hey Shane. I made a real fool of myself last year at St Andrews by screaming out at him in a very high-pitched tone. So I'm pretty much going to end the vlog here. This is the first week of ever doing it. Sorry it wasn't very good. I need practice, I need to work on it. Things to take out this week. I'll do a summary before I post a video. I'll leave you with these guys, the true pros. The true pros, not just driving range pros, proper pros. And we have Shane Lowry with this putt.
If it goes in, you've got to scream out.
To take the Open Championship. Do you reckon he'll run around the green like he did with us at Bearwood Lakes?
It's got a chance.
Never up, never in. Greens are slow apparently.
Very slow.
Right, stay tuned. If you want to watch a proper vlog, go to Pete's channel. He's the proper vlogger. He's the proper vlogger. I'm just trying this vlogging style. Quick, I'll do a summary. Tell you a bit more about my week. Wasn't a great week. Right guys, so it is Wednesday. I'm back from the Open. I've had a busy day coaching here at Quest Golf Studio. I'm filming and editing. I'm trying to edit these 360 videos. What a pain in the backside they are. But hopefully you're going to enjoy them one of those might already be up, some more to come. Go and comment on those, guys. So, quick summary about my week and what I feel like has changed. So, it's been a relatively normal week. Things that I a bit gutted I've not had a chance to do more of is the fitness. I went for 2 very small runs on Friday and Saturday, not had a chance since. That's not an excuse, that's the fact that I have not scheduled it in my diary, so I need to start scheduling it in my diary. I've done a lot of work on my full game, so I've done quite a bit of work on neutralising my path. On Monday, Piers and Andy, we had a massive discussion about my golf swing, and again, just trying to clarify some sections to it that need to straighten my path out. When I straighten my path or move it to the left in my feeling, I need to then really control the face in a way that it doesn't allow the face to flip over. So that's something I'm going to continue to work on. I've got a meeting in the morning with Lee Sullivan, the putting coach, and that's going to be really important because putting I want to nail on. I had a good chat as well with Phil Kenyon when I was at the Open yesterday, talking about putting and what he thinks about. So Phil Kenyon, one of the biggest putting coaches on tour, he is Lee effectively works for Phil's brand, so I'm going speaking to Lee tomorrow. Phil was very complimentary of the stuff that done on Quest for the Open, but obviously we need to nail on the putting a bit more. I got a lot out of going to the Open. First off, I got a lot of motivation out of how good the players actually are. I mean, they are seriously, so I'm going to turn this one, seriously amazing. The amount of time they put into their game is unreal, much more than I'm factoring in for. I'm also going to go through the process of potentially turning my garage into a swing studio, putting green, gym. Fingers crossed I get that past the wife. Yeah, I'll keep you posted about that. Guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this first vlog. None of the ratings I started from this video have changed. Nothing's changed. All the ratings that I gave myself on the Thursday after, on the Friday, sorry, it was the Thursday, once after Dean, nothing's changed since that, I'm afraid, because I've just not had enough time to work on it. And even if I have, I don't think there's a tangible enough evidence to know if I've properly improved. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'm going to start the next vlog Thursday, what day are we on now? So Thursday the 14th, I'm going to try to do the next vlog. It's the Wednesday the 13th at the moment. Hopefully you enjoy it. Comment below if you've enjoyed this style of vlog. It's all going to be golf related. It's all going to be about the quest for the Open and what I'm going to do to improve my golf, almost like a bit of a diary really, more than anything. Things to improve on, I'm going to start, my plan is for this week coming, exercise every day. I'm trying to say it in a straight face. Exercise every day. I need to start getting my body into shape because it's not at the moment. Maybe get the gym passed by my wife, get that set up at the house, and continue to work on my path, go and see Lee about the putting, and hopefully we should see some of these ratings start to go up over the next few weeks. Guys, thanks for watching. Do subscribe as always, and I'll see you soon.